Hey folks, welcome to my channel Number Pen. So there we have the problem on the screen. Integrate the following with respect to x. We have 3x plus 4 times square root of 3x plus 7, right? So what we've been given is dy by dx and we've been asked to find y. So let's write down what's our y is. My y is nothing but integral of the given expression, right? So there we have our y. I know that I cannot straight away jump to an answer in this case. I need to reduce my y to an expression whose antiderivative I know from first principles, right? So how do we do that? I have a 3x plus 4 and then I have a 3x plus 7 inside the square root, right? So I'm trying to draw a relation between 3x plus 4 and 3x plus 7. And how do we do that? I can rewrite my y as, I can write my 3x plus 4 as 3x plus 7 minus 3, right? I'm just rewriting my 4 as 7 minus 3, and then I still have my square root of 3x plus 7, right? So there I have the same expression with a little bit of alteration. So now I'm going to break this down as a difference of two functions, right? So what is that? I'm going to combine 3x plus 7 outside the square root with the 3x plus 7 inside the square root, right? So let's highlight that. So there we have our expression. And now I apply the sum rule in integration. My integral of 3x plus 7 times square root of 3x plus 7 minus 3 times square root of 3x plus 7 dx is nothing but integral of 3x plus 7 times square root of 3x plus 7 minus integral of 3 times square root of 3x plus 7, right? Times dx, right? Now looks like I have expression of the type x to the power n, right? And in place of x, I have 3x plus 7. So we know which are the two identities that we need to apply, and I'm going to paste them on the screen right now. This is 1, integral of x to the power n dx equals x to the power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 plus c. And why am I going to use this? Because my first expression is nothing but 3x plus 7 times square root of 3x plus 7, which is nothing but 3x plus 7, the whole power 1 plus 1 by 2, which is 3 by 2, right? Maybe I should write it down here. And then I have my next expression, which is nothing but I pull out the 3 and I have 3x plus 7 to the power half, right? So this is why we are going to use this particular formula, integral of x to the power n dx equals x to the power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 plus c. And in place of x, we have 3x plus 7, which is a function of the type f of ax plus b, right? Which means we should be able to arrive at the antiderivative slash integral using this particular rule that we learned, right? If integral of f of x dx equals g of x plus c, then my integral of f of ax plus b times dx is equal to 1 by 8 times g of ax plus b, right? So let's write down what is our f of x. My f of x for the first expression is nothing but x to the power 3 by 2, right? And in place of x, I have 3x plus 7, right? So my f of ax plus b is nothing but 3x plus 7 to the whole power 3 by 2, right? Remember, folks, we are still in the first expression, so let me highlight it in yellow. So we are trying to solve the first part for y. And I know what is my g of x in this case. Let's move to the next line. My g of x is nothing but x to the power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 plus c, right? Which is nothing but x to the power 3 by 2 plus 1, which is x to the power 5 by 2, divided by n plus 1, which is again 5 by 2, right? So what happens is you get a 2 by 5 here, right? So when I know my g of x, what is my g of ax plus b? I just replace my x with 3x plus 7, right? So I have 2 by 5 times 3x plus 7, the whole power 5 by 2. Let's write that down. So this is my g of ax plus b, and my integral of the first expression is therefore y equals, and I'm drawing your attention to this particular expression, which I will highlight again in yellow, 1 by a times my a is 3, right? So let's write down what is our a times g of ax plus b plus c, right? Which is nothing but 2 by 5 times 3x plus 7, the whole power 5 by 2, right? So we have 1 by 3 times 2 by 5 times 3x plus 7, the whole power 5 by 2, which I can rewrite it as 2 by 15, right? Right. Now that we've solved for part 1, I'm going to jump to part 2, which is again very similar. So this time I have my f of x equals, I'm going to go to the next line here. My f of x equals x to the power half, right? And then my f of ax plus b is nothing but 3x plus 7, the whole power half. This is my f of ax plus b. And what is my g of x? My g of x comes from the integral formula which I've written down, which is nothing but x to the power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1, right? Which means I will have 2 by 3 times x to the power 3 by 2, right? Which means my g of ax plus b is nothing but, again, it is a 2 by 3 times, and in place of x, I have 3x plus 7, right? So there we have our g of ax plus b as well. Now I'm going to solve for the second part of y. Now I go back to my y. I see that my y has a 3 here. So I'm going to write down that 3, which is outside the integral. And then my integral of 3x plus 7, the whole power half is what we are trying to solve, right? So the answer for that is, which I derived from the formula what we have just highlighted earlier, is 1 by 8 times g of ax plus b, right? So my a is nothing but 1 by 3. And then I have g of ax plus b, which I just now worked out, which is 2 by 3 times 3x plus 7, the whole power 3 by 2. And then not to forget my constant here, I can cancel out the 3 here. So I can remove 3 into 1 by 3, which is a 1. So my answer to this problem is y equals 2 by 15 times 3x plus 7, the whole power 5 by 2, minus 2 by 3 times 3x plus 7, the whole power 3 by 2, plus my constant c. There we are. So I hope you found my content useful. Please do subscribe to my channel and support. Thank you.